make it 3-0 from the set piece, and that's exactly the type of performance you want.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Mattov's English Journey, and welcome back to Leicester City, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up. One in the Champions League against the Young Boys, and then after that we're going away to St James's Park against Newcastle, where we will be playing them in the league. We'll go over to the schedule and take a look at what's happening there. It's been a bit of a slow start for us, really, to be honest, especially in the league as well. Obviously, we had that 1-1 draw against Aston Villa, last minute equaliser for them, denied us of all 3 points on the opening day. We bounced back with a 3-1 win against Nottingham Forest, but then we just crumbled against Norwich, to be honest. Not the result you want, really, against a newly promoted team. I believe was not good from us at all. We bounced back, 3-1 win against Tottenham, 3-0 win in the Carabao Cup. We're into the next round, where we will play Norwich again at home. Hopefully we can get a bit of revenge there and advance on to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. There's some pretty nice teams still left in the competition, so hopefully we can manage to beat them and win it again. You know, that would be very, very nice. After that 0-0 draw against West Ham, we should have got the points, really, but not meant to be. Winning the Champions League to start our campaign there, and then the final game recently against Wolves, a convincing 2-0 win against them. It's been a bit slow though. These signings have taken their time to settle in, but we're getting the team nailed on now and ready to go for the rest of this season. We've got these two games, some tough games coming up in this period here. As you can see, we've got the long international break after these two games, and then after that we've got Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, PSG in there as well, who actually went on to win the Champions League last season, so their first one. Mbappe managed to, I don't know if he's still there, has he moved on now? The Tournier's gone into that team, but yeah, Mbappe won his first Champions League. Where has he gone now? Has he retired? He's gone to Al Ittihad, so he's dropped off a little bit. He won the Champions League and then has gone on and left, and yeah, that's his career. Fair play to him. He finally won his Champions League that he won. So we lost to the eventual winners, so guess you can't be too disappointed with that. That's just our luck with the draws, really, and the fact we were a couple penalties away from knocking them out. I mean, it shows the potential is there, and we can beat top teams like that. We're gonna go back into the Champions League today with this league game against the Young Boys. Yeah, we're gonna play this new team, see how it goes, and hopefully we can come out with the win. Let's go straight into this game against Young Boys. So the team for this game against Young Boys, I mean, Sergio should be back today, but we bring him on, give him 60 minutes, and he just gets injured straight away, broken toe. He's going to be out for another few weeks. So frustrating when that does happen. This team now starts with Arab in goal. We've got a backline of Ward, Diego, Volpez and Stanley. Figueres, Neves, Paulo in the midfield. We've got Morelos on the left, Estival on the right, and Milosevic up top. Kick off here in this game against Young Boys. It should be a nice, convincing win for us. Should our plan, carry out as we want it to here, as Ward picks up that ball straight away, stopping any chance of an attack for the opposition in the early moments. Neves plays it to Ward. He'll go across to Diego. You'd think he goes back to Neves instead, and now he goes back to Ward, stepping in place of the injured Sergio. Now Diego, one of our new signings in the summer, 75 million I think we spent on him. It's crazy. Yeah, we did sell Cusqueta, actually. That was one thing that I forgot. So we are now net positive. There's not been a season where I've been here and we've been negative. We've been net positive, and we've done it once again with that sale of Cusqueta. Around 50 million. He has moved on to Borussia Dortmund, and we are positive once again. Morales with that shot from long range. He just puts it over the bar in the early moments. But yeah, we've become positive again. I mean, if that's what I could bring to the club, make them rich again. I mean, what we've done, have on a reflection, we've made the club rich. We've moved into a new stadium, not at our will, but we've moved into a new stadium. Won the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup in the same season. What more could you ask for? It's been absolutely amazing. Estival there, inside 5 minutes, gets the opening goal of this Champions League game. It's a lovely finish, and we're playing some good football. We're starting to find our feet in this season. It's been a slow start from us. I mean, in our first 3 games, we were what 4 points, something like that. Probably doesn't sound that bad really, but when at the start of the season we were saying that we want to go on and win the league, that's exactly the start you don't want to have, and that's what the case that's been for us. But we need to just to see if we can find our feet once again. New team, I've given them time, but now it's time to really knuckle down and start playing some good football, and that's what we're showing here. We've changed the team around in defense as well. We've signed so many top level defensive players, but we really needed to find their suitable roles, and they needed to settle in. Big reputations, big names, and that's the deal with them. Milosevic there, inside 15 minutes. I mean, it's crazy. Scores again. Champions League night, he scores again. How many goals does that take him to now? 103, or it might be 104 goals now. It's crazy. How does he have this ability? I mean, I think we sign him every year from now on. Seriously, what a player Jovan Milosevic is. Is he on the... Let's take a look at the favoured personnel and all that. I don't think we've made it. I was checking it. We have not made it, unfortunately, which is... it's quite a shame, really, but maybe we'll get on there eventually. Nico Paz is on there somehow. I mean, how many games did he play? He's played 119 games. But he's made it on there. But Milosevic hasn't. That's quite remarkable, to be honest. I think Milosevic I mean, he's never going to beat Jamie Vardy probably, but he's the closest thing Leicester have had since Jamie Vardy. So it's quite interesting that he's not on there. But what can you do really? 25 minutes in this game. It's exactly the start we want to our Champions League campaign. We always turn up in the Champions League. This year we need to automatically qualify. No, none of this playoff rubbish. We need to go straight through. And I'm not sure. I think we can win it. Semi-final minimum. I think we can. We definitely can get to. It's going to be tough, but we have to take advantage of our home and away legs. We've got a young squad now, much younger than last year, with the departures of Lebrovic, Van de Ven, players like that leaving. But we've got experience as well, even in this young squad, so we need to make the most of it. And especially at home as well, turn up for those games and play as well as we know we can. We've done in other competitions. That's why we are League Cup champions, FA Cup holders, and we really have a chance of going and doing it again in this season. It's all something to consider, but we're just settling into the season and going in our own pace, and that's why we have to give it time. There's many different factors to consider at the moment, but in this game it's been exactly the display you want. 2-0 up after 50 minutes, and it's the perfect game for us really to kickstart our Champions League campaign. In their midfield, by the way, the young boys midfield, they have got Leo, who I said is he's signed with us, but he's gone to return back to Young Boys. How much did we sign him for? 12. How much is that? 13 million. And his market value is like 90 million. So if we never played him and he just stayed at Young Boys and then we sold him, we just turn over profit. It's like a Moneyball thing. Maybe we do a Moneyball challenge. I mean, it's already been done here, to be honest. I think who's the team who does it in Europe very prominently? I want to say RB Leipzig, but I'm not really too sure, to be honest. There's definitely some teams whose whole kind of project is to kind of do that, and I have a feeling it's them. I'm not too sure why, but I think I think it's very good what we've managed to do with this kind of with the finances we originally generated, kind of signing players, stuff like that. I mean, the fact that my first real big signing was Lebrovic for 40 million. We got all these South American talents, and that were it really. They all scouted them for me. I didn't scout them. A lot of the original ones, they were already scouted, and I just thought, bring them in, why not? And that's exactly why we are where we are today. It's remarkable, to say. There's a few more change for us. We're going to bring on academy academy prospect Pire in the midfield. We'll ring him on for. I think we'll ring off Paulo. He's not been as convincing in that role this season. I think we might have to step him up a little bit, just considering don't want to get too overrun in the midfield. But if I mean, I don't know what it is really that's let us down in the last few years. We've had an elite defense. Maybe it has been the attack, but saying that, Milosevic has been the best striker in Europe for the past few years, to be honest. I'm thinking maybe we put some more attacking roles on the midfielders, considering we have a half-back, so basically three at the back in attack. Maybe it's something we have to do, I don't know really. But in this game, it's exactly the performance we want. There might be time for one final goal here. Gorner on loan from Liverpool. It's been knocked around. Diego is there, and the centre-back has stepped up and got our third goal of this game. His first, I should say, for Leicester City, and that is a lovely finish to make it 3-0 from the set piece. And that's exactly the type of performance you want in Europe. Onto this next game against Newcastle. So the team for this game against Newcastle, same as last time out, starts with Arab in goal. We've got a back line of Ward, Diego, Volpez and Stanley, Figueres, Neves, Paulo in a bit more of an advanced role today. Hopefully it can pay off for him. Got Morales on the left, Estival on the right, and Milosevic up top. Kick off here in this game against Newcastle. It's always going to be a tough game coming here to St James's Park, but hopefully we can get over the line against one of the teams who've been a real problem for us in the last few years. Really, they've denied us of Carabao Cup final, different things, and points in the league, stuff like that. But we really need to go and show some spirit here, get the result, and come away from St James's Park with our 3 points for the season. Exactly the result that you'd want from your game here. And in 20 minutes, it's been a pretty balanced display so far. We've had a bit of momentum though in the last few moments. Nothing really happening aside from that. We've played on Wednesday, and then now we're coming here on the Saturday. I'd assume. I don't think Newcastle are in the end. I think they might be in the Champions League actually. I'm not too sure where they finished last year. They either are or they aren't. I can't really remember. But first off, in this game, nothing too much really happening at all. I mean, this has been the story of most of our season. That's why I describe it as it being a slow start for us, because we've not really been as threatening getting off the mark. And maybe I should have signed some more attacking players, but I mean, I didn't. This is what we have to deal with for the season. We've got Morales, who is an elite level player, and I thought he was going to move on, and that's probably when we would have signed a replacement. But he is an elite level player and one of the best in the league, arguably. So many teams were in for him and they just didn't. And here he is on the ball now. Morales, can he get a goal? He's hit the post. Milosevic now. It's me, misses the ball so close to getting our first of this game. And and yeah, Morales is one of the elite players of the league, and so many teams were in for him. He didn't move on. He tied down a new contract with us actually in the summer, so clearly wants to be here. And now we need to go on and make the most of him. Estival as well. Expecting big things from him last year. He was okay. I mean, he didn't excel, but like he was still a really good player for us, and we'll give him the time of day. We also have Paz off the bench as well, who's, I mean, 30 years of age now. I'm not sure how much more we'll get out of him, but hopefully we can at least see some more, kind of spirited performances from him. And start of the season, Paz is always exceptional, and hopefully we can get that out of him. But in this game, it's been just a pretty slow game overall. We haven't really got off the mark and where we want to be, as Newcastle find themselves with a chance ahead of their Arab at the near post, or it might have been a deflection. Actually, as I say, it's Neves who's made that clearance out. I mean, I know he scored on his opening day, but he's got to have time to do things like that. And Arab as well has got to grow in his presence between the sticks has got to kind of turn up a little bit, and that's what we have to give him time to do. And in his first few games, he had some pretty bad games, let's just put it that way, but he's bounced back and now he is playing to the level that you'd expect from him, really, and one of the elite goalkeepers. We've got a lot of elite players these days. It's just in the attack, where we were mentioning earlier, we maybe don't, but we still have Morales, Milosevic, and maybe we need a better right winger, but we still have two to our disposal if we ever want to use them. in that case here. 92nd minute. Oh no, it's a late corner for Newcastle, and the ball goes in. Milosevic at the near post gets it clear, but it's still floating around for Newcastle here. Edge of the box. Will we let them have the shot? It's hit the crossbar, but it's still floating around, squared into the middle, and it is cleared in the end. Actually, I thought it might have been squared, and now Gorner might look to try and counter attack. He takes it to the left. Who's running through the middle? Is it going to be Milosevic? He is not there in the end. I mean, we haven't really generated loads of chances, to be honest. We had this against West Ham, that 0-0 draw. It's just been exactly the same carbon copy result, where it's just been pretty quiet for us, not been generating the chances that we want. And this is what I say, maybe we need some more elite level attackers. But Gorner is one of them who's come in and could have really impacted at the club. He's got his first goal already in this season, had a chance there to get another one. Not meant to be full-time 0-0, not the result we want, to be honest. I mean, we really need to challenge in these games and generate more attacking chances. It's not our best display at all. We currently sit fourth, game less in hand over other teams. But if we can have a few more solid games, get a good bit of momentum going, then hopefully we should be good for the rest of the season and be able to get results against teams like West Ham and Newcastle, where we've held them to a draw, 0-0 draws, not conceded. But I mean, if we can't concede, we also need to go and score goals. That's how we go on and win games. It's all part of the process for the rest of this season. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.